Hello everyone. I'm back with the rest of the books which we are reading this week. We read actually last week. Today is Tuesday. So on Tuesday I changed the books we have in our basket for reading. So before I put these books back, I thought I'd shoot a video because this is again the set of books which is the favorite, became the favorite books of my kids. So I just thought I'll talk about them. So this is first one is from Dreamland. It's an Indian publishers. It's Good Habits, and it's a very thick book. It is basically a textbook. It's not a storybook, but it was just one day my husband was telling that get a book where we talk about good things to our kids, like what you should do, what you should not do, because generally when we're talking to our kids we're telling them, brush your teeth, it's a good habit, and there's so many things you want to tell them, but it doesn't happen that way, and you miss telling some things, and you realize you should have told this also to kid that it's a good habit and you should do like this, and tell these things repeatedly so that they follow that in their lives routine. So that's why I got this book. So this book is a very basic book, very good book. It talks about every single thing for a baby or a child. Okay, that you should not watch much TV, not rub your eyes, you should not lie down and read the book, you should not watch TV and eat food, you should not put things in the ears. Basically everything which the toddlers do and which is wrong, this book talks about it. That you should cut your nails regularly, nails get dirty, how do you take care of your feet, how do you eat healthy food. So basically biases is actually an activity book, because here they ask you, right, eat on your own, it's a good habit or bad habit, and it is expected that child will make a tick or a cross. But we used it as a storybook, like we read what are good bad habits, and then we'll ask him, he's sharing the toys, and is it doing good or bad, and then the kids will say no, it's doing good, it's doing bad, like that. So it's a very thick book, so yes, we could not finish in one go. So like every day during a book reading time, we'll read some 5 to 10 pages at a time, and everything which I want to talk to kids, it's there. So kids are remembering it. Some things like they asked us to please brush our teeth. The book told that we should brush our teeth twice, so that we have to go to dentist, all those things. So some things which I forget to tell them repeatedly, or sometimes expect too much from our kids, just giving them instructions to do it. This is the book which give the guidelines for the kids to follow, and then it makes work of a parent easier. At least work made my work very easier. You read in that book, you should brush your teeth twice. Remember that in that book that boy did not wear shoes, so he got his feet hurt because he was walking barefoot. And then it's very good to correlate, and very easy to read, and very apt for toddlers. All the things which toddlers do, they tell that this is wrong, don't do that. Other one, Monkey Puzzle. This is the one who has written the Gruffalo, and Gruffalo is one of our favorite books. I don't think I captured somewhere in our book haul, but that is one of our favorite books, and that's why I got this Monkey Puzzle. I had no idea how it is, but just because from the same author, I expected that it should be good, and it is unbelievably good, in the sense it's about a monkey who loses its mom. So the kids get very emotional when they listen to the story that they lose their mama, because sometimes in the first day when my husband read the book to my younger one, she came hugging me, mama, I lost you, and all that. So it's a very cute book. But how I used it, I told my kids that if you lose your mama, if you get lost, how will you tell people? By this way I taught my kids the address. Okay, younger one is too young to even speak much, but elder one got to know that you get lost, then you ask help, people help you, how does your mama look. And why it is good for my younger one is it's talk about all the animals. Okay, elephant, butterfly, there's a bird, there is a snake, then there's spiders, it's parrot there, frog, there's alligator. So for that way it is latest to mom, and my younger one is too attached to me, and said he talks about all the animals, and it's a very big book. If you see the size, it is comparatively very book as compared to normal size book. It's very big book, and it's very, see, from the Gruffalo. I love this author. So that it is very good book for the kids to read. Very colorful, and it ends with, you see how it ends, you cuddle with mama, and so it's our favorite nighttime, or basically the sleep time book before the kids go to sleep. I read this book and both the girls cuddle to me and we sleep. So that's one of our favorite books. No, the next book is a very small tiny book I got from a thrift store. It is How Does Water Change? So we play with ice water quite often, and now when they see me cooking, they see fumes coming out. So we're just talking about water is boiling, it's becoming steam, and why ice is melting. They'll ask simple, very basic questions. So just I thought to introduce this book. It's a very 4 or 5 pages book. It talks about water has 3 forms: it's liquid, solid, gas, and just a basic introduction to solve their curiosity. Basically, when they play with ice, it melts and it becomes water. Just linking their thoughts, and whatever I tell them, that actually my younger one starts crying when the ice melts and there's all water around, and she keeps searching for the ice. So just to explain to her that this ice got melted, it was water, and we put the water in the freezer, it become ice, don't worry, like those things. So just a basic introduction, basically for the elder one, and slowly maybe the younger one understand and does not cry that why the ice melted. And the last one, Chicken Licken. This one thing which I love about this book is the rhyming. I don't know, I've mentioned that my elder one loves rhyming for some reason. So it's a very basic. It talks about all the, what I love about the book, it talks about all the animals, all because all is rhyming, it's very easy to kids to remember, like Henny Penny, Chicken Licken, Goosey Loosey. So because my younger one is interested in animals, she doesn't know ABC 1 2 3, not even interested in learning anything, but she loves animals. So just thought to I brought this book. My elder one has read this book long back, lost this book, but it was closed because we just got bored of this book. But for my younger one, I took it out again, talking about so many animals. Where does animals live? Who lives in the farm, which is a farm animal? Who lives in the pond? Who lives in the forest? And then we talk about farm. There's a turkey, there's a hen. What sound the animal make? And it is, this book is basically, these are spawn books, the first reading book. Very easy books, and interactive book, like bonk. Someone knocks your head, what is it called? It makes a bonk sound, and my kids will keep knocking my head all the way before they sleep. Nama, something hit your head, call it bonk, like that. And basically introducing your kids to different kind of animals, basically farm animals mainly, and induce good story to read, short stories. So it is very good to read in the night time. It doesn't take all for 5 to 6 hours to finish a book. So very colorful, the animals on every page, very much rhyming, and I don't expect for much like learning from this in the type of moral learning. Apart from that this book says that you should think about it before telling anything. There was the story's acorn falls on the chicken's head, and the chicken thinks that the sky is falling, and he runs everywhere telling everyone that the sky is falling. So it tells that if something happens to you, just don't think the sky is falling. Think about logically what is happening, why is it happening. So just a little moral meaning or learning from it. Rest is just talk about all the animals in a rhyming sound. So these are the books which we read, and these guys go back to the storeroom today. So before they go back, I thought I'll show it to you. All right, happy parenting. Bye bye.